Today we are going to discuss about this fetal skull. What are the bones of this skull? There are two frontal bones, two parietal bones and one occipital bone. What are the sutures? The suture between the two frontal bone is the frontal suture. The midline suture is the sagittal suture in between the two parietal bones, and posteriorly near the occipital bone there is a lambdoid suture, and this transverse suture in between the parietal bones and the frontal bone is the coronal suture. So this is coronal, C-shaped, and this is lambdoid, this is L-shaped. There are four radiating sutures from the anterior fontanelle, so it is a large fontanelle, and here is a posterior fontanelle. There are three radiating sutures, this one, and this one, sagittal suture. So it is a posterior fontanelle and this is a anterior fontanelle. There are different points which we describe on fetal skull. We should remember, first point is the parietal eminence. So the parietal eminent point of the parietal bone is known as parietal eminences. Okay, and the subocciput is one point and submentum is the other point, which is a special point. You should describe, you should be competent enough to describe it. So what is subocciput? Subocciput is a midpoint of the posterior margin of foramen magnum and occipital protuberance. So here is the midpoint, that is subocciput. And what is submentum? It is a midpoint of the chin and the angle of mandible. Suppose here is the angle of mandible, it comes here. So at anterior margin of the neck it comes too. So midpoint of the chin and the angle of mandible is submentum. One more point which you should remember is bregma. Bregma is the highest point of the vertex. What is vertex? Is the area bounded by anterior fontanelle anteriorly, posterior fontanelle posteriorly, and two parietal eminences on either side. So all this area which enters into the pelvic cavity is the vertex. So suppose this area enters into the pelvic cavity is the vertex. So this portion is the vertex. So what it is? Area bounded by anterior fontanelle anteriorly, posterior fontanelle posteriorly, and two parietal eminences on either side. Like this. On the fetal skull it has shown. So this is the vertex. Okay. Parietal eminences, anterior fontanelle, this is a large fontanelle, posterior fontanelle. In anterior positions, vertex, left, occipital, anterior position, the head is well flexed. So which fontanelle I will feel on PB examination? With the posterior fontanelle. Can you make out here? So this is the posterior fontanelle. It is a well flexed head. Now suppose the head is a little bit deflexed like this. So which fontanelle I will feel? Anterior fontanelle, which is a large fontanelle. Thus by PB examination I can make out whether the head is well flexed or deflexed. If the head is deflexed, little larger diameter is the diameter of engagement which enters into the pelvic cavity, which I should remember. And when the head is well flexed, it is a vertex presentation and 9.5 cm diameter is the diameter of engagement. If it is deflexed head, then 10 cm suboccipital frontal or occipital frontal 11.25 cm can be. So it matters. So on PV examination, you must identify whether it is a well flexed head, vertex presentation or deflexed head. According to that, the outcome of labor will be. Now, let us learn the different diameters in different presentations. Okay. The two most important things and the points which you should describe is the subocciput and submentum, that you know, bregma. Bregma is the highest point of the vertex. So suppose this is the vertex, the highest point is here. So that there are two diameters of engagement in cases of vertex presentation, vertical diameter of engagement and transverse diameter of engagement. The transverse diameter will be fixed for whether it is a well flexed head, whether it is a deflexed head, or whether it is an extended head like this, it will be fixed. So whenever we ask you the diameter of engagement, it is the vertical diameter we ask. The transverse diameter or biparietal diameter is same for all cephalic presentations. In vertex presentation, you remember suboccipitobregmatic is the diameter of engagement. Means what? This circle of the head enters through the pelvis like this, and throughout the labor, it is the same diameter is negotiated by the head in labor, in second stage of labor. Remember, In vertex presentation, suboccipitobregmatic is the diameter of engagement and the other diameter of engagement is the biparietal diameter of engagement. Now let us remember the one more diameter, that is submentobregmatic diameter. It is the diameter of engagement in face presentation. Like this, suppose this is a face presentation, the fetal face is presenting. Now on PV examination I can make out the face. What is the diameter of engagement here? Submentobregmatic. It is also 9.5 cm. What are the points? I will say it is a midpoint of this chin and the angle of mandible is the submentum. What is the bregma? Highest point of vertex. So what is the name of the diameter? Submentobregmatic. So when it is extended head, it is submentobregmatic. When it is flexed head, it is suboccipitobregmatic. Can you remember now? Suboccipitobregmatic for vertex, submentobregmatic for face. Now here, if it is well flexed head, suboccipitobregmatic in vertex, well extended head, submentobregmatic in face. So you know three diameters now. The measurement of these three diameters, suboccipitofrontal, suboccipitobregmatic, submentobregmatic and biparietal diameter, it is same, it is 9.5 cm. That is why normal delivery is possible in vertex, normal vaginal delivery is possible in face also. So if it is vertex like this, it can enter and negotiate all inlet, midplane and outlet. If it is face presentation like this, it is a well extended submentobregmatic diameter, it can negotiate a pelvis. So that is how we have learned three diameters today. Two more diameters we are interested in learning. The name of the diameters are suboccipitofrontal and occipitofrontal. So what is suboccipitofrontal diameter? Subocciput we have learned. It is the midpoint of the occipital protuberance and posterior margin of foramen magnum. But this frontal point is different for two different diameters. Okay. For suboccipitofrontal, the frontal point is anterior margin of anterior fontanelle. So this is the anterior margin of anterior fontanelle. So this is the point. Suboccipitofrontal, it is 10 cm. Now when the deflection is more, then occipitofrontal is the diameter of engagement. So what it is? Occipital protuberance, but the frontal point is considered at the root of the nose or nasum. Like this. On this we'll learn, try to understand. When the head is well flexed, suboccipitobregmatic. When head is deflexed, suboccipitofrontal. Means subocciput, you know, anterior margin of anterior fontanelle. When deflection is more, then occipitofrontal. Occiput and nasum. You can remember like this, in occipito-posterior position, occipitofrontal diameter. What is occipitofrontal diameter? From occiput to nasum. One bone posteriorly, one bone anteriorly. Okay, easy to remember. Now next, occipitofrontal, you remember, it is 11.25. It is a bigger. Suboccipitofrontal is little less than that. It is 10 cm. What it is? It extends from subocciput, means midpoint of foramen magnum and occiput, subocciput. And here the frontal point is different. It is the anterior margin of anterior fontanelle up to here. So this circle passes the pelvis. Hence, we remember there are two diameters of engagement in occipito-posterior position depending upon degree of deflection. If deflection is more, then occipitofrontal. If deflection is less, suboccipitofrontal. Remember like this, occipital, frontal and suboccipit. Sub means less. Suboccipitofrontal measures less than the occipitofrontal. In suboccipitofrontal diameter, when the diameter of engagement it is a deflection is less. When deflection is more, it is occipitofrontal diameter. Hence, now today we remember 5 diameters. 2 for vertex, suboccipitobregmatic, 9.5, biparietal diameter transverse. Okay. 1 for face presentation, again 2 you may say. For face presentation, submentobregmatic, biparietal diameter. Okay. Deflex head, 2 diameters. Again, BPD is constant for all, biparietal diameter. For occipito-posterior position, again 2 diameters. What are they? Occipitofrontal and suboccipitofrontal. Suboccipitofrontal is 10 cm, occipitofrontal is 11 cm. Hence, total together now you have learned 5 diameters of the fetal skull. Only one diameter which is left is a largest diameter of the fetal skull. It is verticomental, means from vertex to mentum. It's too big distance. It is the diameter of engagement in brow presentation. Brow means face plus frontal bone is there. This part is presenting. It's brow presentation. Here the diameter of engagement is verticomental, means vertex to mentum. Reverse also you can say, mento-vertical. Both terminologies are used. What is the measurement of this diameter? 13.25 centimeter. It is the largest diameter of the fetal skull. Smallest diameter is the bimalar diameter, bitemporal diameter. They are transverse diameter, but they are not used for practical purpose. You remember only these 5 diameters. So everything is okay for to describe the normal delivery. Delivery pattern in cases of occipital posterior position, cases of vertex in face and all. Thus, in short, we have learned in vertex presentation what is the diameter of engagement, suboccipitobregmatic 9.5 centimeter. What is the diameter of engagement in face presentation, submentobregmatic 9.5. So this is face, this is vertex. Okay. There are 2 diameters of engagement: occipital posterior position, occipitofrontal. Suboccipitofrontal. Okay, occipitofrontal from occiput to lesion, suboccipitofrontal from subocciput to the anterior margin of anterior frontal. Suboccipitofrontal is 10 cm, occipitofrontal is little larger, 11.25 cm. The largest diameter of the fetal skull is verticomental. This one. It is the diameter of engagement in face presentation. Thus, we have learned diameter of engagement in vertex, diameter of engagement in deflex head, diameter of engagement in well extended head like face, diameter of engagement in brow presentation. That's all for today. Thank you so much.